Well, I'm originally from Utah, and I wrestled, started doing everything, all my MMA in Utah. I took state 2 times, my junior and senior year, state champion in wrestling. I started training MMA around the same time as I started wrestling, and then I moved to Brazil for 6 months to train with Michael and Vanderlei and the Shoebox Academy. After I got back to the States, I kept training. I moved to LA for a year, and then I moved to Vegas 3 years ago. Or 2.5 years ago, I moved to Vegas. And I'm training with Vanderlei Silva and our band fight team now. My record's 8-1 professionally. I don't have any amateur fights. I went straight pro when I was 18. Well, it just depends, honestly. If you're a fighter who hasn't been training for a long time, who's pretty green, I think it's better to take amateur fights before a pro fight, just to see where you stand. But if you've been training for a long time and that you feel like you can match up to some of the pros, then go ahead and go straight for the pros. The benefit you get from being an amateur is that you don't get trial and error. You can fight, lose, and it doesn't count. You can get a couple practice fights, but at the same time, when you go pro, now it's everything's on the line. You have everything to lose, so it makes you want to fight that much harder, so that you keep your record, clean. Yeah, his name's Joey Gorczynski, and I saw some of his tapes. He's more of a ground guy. He likes to take people down. Doesn't stand very much. He usually goes for the takedown right away. He's a tough kid though. He has 17 fights, or 17-8, 17-9, I think is his record. He's fought a lot of tough guys. Goes to decision a lot, so he seems like he can grind the fight out a lot. My second fight, I fought against a guy whose record was 14-3. It was my second fight. It doesn't bother me. I don't see the record. I see the person. I see what he has, and I try to work around that. Work around his qualities. I'm a patient fighter when it comes to, I try to come in, observe, but then when I see my opening, I explode. I'm real explosive. A lot of people say I'm quick, fast, so I try to stay slow for a little bit, stay under control. When the opportunity arrives, I explode and try to knock them out. For this fight, same game plan as always, man. I don't usually have a game plan because you don't ever know how a fight's gonna roll out. So usually I'll react on what he does. When we step in the cage, if he goes for the takedown, I'll defend the takedown and start striking. But I am gonna be weary of the takedown. But I plan on using my hands a lot. Man, I want everybody to come out and support us. It'll be good for McAllen. It'll be good for the show. Good for our fighters. It's gonna be a bunch of good fights. All of our guys are gonna put on a good show.